Okay, I just want to point out we're watching there. The closing bell, you're hearing the closing bell sounding on this Thursday, June 4th, 2009. You're looking at live pictures of the S&P futures pit at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. And they just kick into action when the markets close here in New York, and they go into a frenzy like that for about the next 15 minutes. Let's take a look at the action today as the market settles here. We did finish up at session highs or around thereabouts. The S&P 500 gaining 1.1%, about 10 points to 942 if you round up slightly. The Dow closing up about 71 points to 87.46. And take a look at the Nasdaq closing up 1 1/3% at 1850. Now, financial stocks were the strong leaders today, followed by energy and materials stocks on the back of that jump in crude prices. Healthcare, the biggest laggard, followed by the consumer-related stocks. Here you see consumer staples actually flipping up at the close there. Healthcare down 1.2%, and consumer discretionary is still down about 1/3 of 1%. Treasuries falling for the first time in 3 days on a repeat showing the number of people, a report showing the number of people collecting unemployment fell for the first time this year. Really? Down 4,000? Not that big, really, of a move, but you can see that yields picked back up. Here's the 30-year, 4.58%. The 10-year, 3.71%, was up at 3.72, 3.73 for a moment. So back up to the 2009 highs on the 10-year, and the 2-year there, 0.95%. Let's go down to the New York Stock Exchange one more time. Chris Validio standing by there. Chris, what do you got?
Well, first off, I'm going to tell you we have COV, ticker COV, coming out of the S&P 500. That's a crowd that you see right here, closing out what's happening here. But here's the deal. Financial stocks, at the end of the day, giving us the boost. I'm taking a look, trying to find the big word here. 73 points up for that Dow Jones Industrial Average. Making sure my eyesight's good. Yeah, 73 points up. Financial stocks helping us out. There were several analyst calls out, kind of helping the group. You had Sanford Bernstein raising Goldman Sachs to an outperform, saying that revenue from that fixed income business expects it to increase there. So that helped out. Also within financials, of course, said this in the last hour or so, but Fifth Third Bancorp coming out saying that it's more than filled the capital gap needed by the stress test, and it's going to focus on paying back that TARP money. So one of the stories there. Economic data also kind of helping us out on the day. It's the second day of 3 that we're going to get all these jobs numbers. Remember, tomorrow, that all-important payrolls number. Well, today, we got information on initial jobless claims in the U.S. falling off, and continuing claims, importantly, falling off for the first time in almost 5 months. So the combination of that data is certainly helping us out. Of course, everyone today, and you can see it just with the volume that we saw, is waiting to see what's going to happen tomorrow.
Hey, Chris, that economic data, I guess you could say it's encouraging. It seems to me it's still pretty bad, but a little bit of an improvement, we can say. And yet the retail sales numbers that we got were lousy. So what's going on?
Yeah, they were lousy. They essentially showed us that Americans still aren't spending money. They are not going out to those shopping malls, to those strip malls, and spending the money that we're seeing. Big names, Macy's, Saks, even Costco, which is a discount store, coming out with same-store sales for the month of May that missed estimates. Analysts saying that consumers are really saving their cash because they're uncertain about their jobs, uncertain about the future of the economy, which makes sense. So it's kind of a balance. It may be fewer Americans filing for those unemployment benefits, but they're still playing it very, very safe.